Hi there, and welcome to Lesson 4 for the CoSchedule Getting Started course for CoSchedule champions in implementing the tool for their marketing teams. In this lesson, we are going to be talking about how to maximize the value of your CoSchedule calendar by adding integrations. What this essentially does is create a central hub in CoSchedule where you can see all of your favorite marketing tools in one place. In this lesson, we will focus on a few things, like how to set up WordPress and Google Drive. We're going to touch on what calendar sync is, how to integrate your email marketing within CoSchedule, and how to add social profiles to your account, and what social sync is. The first thing we're going to do is integrate your WordPress account within CoSchedule. If you don't use WordPress, no problem. You can skip forward in this video, but if you do have WordPress, you're going to want to integrate it. It provides a ton of value for both you and your team. It helps you to stay on top of all the marketing activities that are happening outside of CoSchedule. So whenever somebody creates a new blog post in your WordPress account, there will be a blog post project appear directly on your CoSchedule calendar. So you will always stay up to date on the marketing activities, even over on your WordPress account. To set up this integration, we'll go over to a live CoSchedule environment to get this started. Now I already have some CoSchedule integrations hooked up to my calendar. So when you go under My Integrations, it will show the ones that are already hooked up. If you're new to CoSchedule, this area will be blank. In order to add a new integration, you can just look through the list of all of the different kinds of integrations that CoSchedule has. If we scroll down to click on WordPress, you will see a list of instructions that you must complete in order to connect your WordPress account. The first one is to click Add a WordPress site. Here you will have some more instructions. This will walk you through a series of prompts to set up WordPress. Now that you've successfully set up WordPress, let's go over to the CoSchedule calendar to show you how this integration adds so much value to your team. So this is an example of how someone on your team will get a ton of value from the integration with WordPress. Start by opening up a blog post. Now, I already have Google Docs set up, and we're going to touch on this a little bit later in this section, but I'm going to select a Google Doc. Once your Google Doc is attached to this project, in order to convert it to WordPress, simply click on this gear and hit Convert to WordPress. This will create a blog post in your WordPress account with a click of a button. This is an amazing feature for the blog managers or content writers on your team, as they can create a blog post in WordPress with the click of a button. The next integration we're going to add to your calendar is the Google Drive integration. You saw a little glimpse of all the value this provides in the previous section, but now we're going to talk about how to actually add it to your calendar. So we're going to click over to CoSchedule, and then you're going to toggle down on your name again and select Integrations. Now here you'll just find Google Drive again and click on it. It will walk you through the steps of how to add Google Drive. I already have one added, but here you'll be able to choose from your Google accounts. Now you saw this briefly in the previous section, but integrating with Google Drive allows your writers to continue writing all their blogs or content in a Google Doc and then attach it to their CoSchedule project. This means that CoSchedule serves as a central hub for all the documents. So if we open a project on the calendar, you can add an attachment with the big plus sign. The next thing we're going to talk about is calendar sync. Calendar sync is basically a read-only version of your CoSchedule calendar. You likely have stakeholders in your department or organization that need to stay updated about the activities your marketing team is executing, but they probably won't be in CoSchedule every day, nor potentially do you want them to be in CoSchedule every day. So you can export all of your CoSchedule activities to a separate calendar, like a Google Calendar or Outlook calendar, for these stakeholders to stay updated in the things your team is working on. So let's move over to the CoSchedule calendar to show you how to set this up. Once again, you will toggle down your name and select Integrations. You'll scroll down to find Calendar Sync, and you'll need to enable it. You will find a couple different options here in order to add to an external calendar. The first one is something called projects. That means that all your projects that are being planned in CoSchedule will be exported to an external calendar. Once you have your social profiles set up, you will see individual social profiles that you can export to a social calendar. This means that they will be able to see the messages that are scheduled and when they are going out. The next thing we're going to talk about is how to integrate CoSchedule with all of your email marketing platforms. Visibility when it comes to email is vital. You don't want to send too many emails to the same audience, or you risk increasing your unsubscribes. Email is also a tool that everybody on the marketing team wants to have access to, but they all need to stay in the loop on when each other is sending emails. CoSchedule makes it possible so that everyone that's dealing with email is in the loop about when each other are sending their specific emails. CoSchedule currently integrates with 5 different platforms: MailChimp, Campaign Monitor, Constant Contact, HubSpot, and ActiveCampaign. If you don't see your preferred email marketing platform on that list, don't worry. We are adding new integrations all the time, so keep your eyes open for what's new. Now we'll walk through how to set up the email marketing integration. Choose Integrations once again in the drop-down menu, then scroll down to find your preferred email platform. Follow the next steps to set up your email account. I'm going to move back to the calendar to show you all the value this provides. Once you integrate your email marketing platform, it will show up in the Create button, and you'll be able to create emails directly from CoSchedule. Your teammates will also be able to see when you are sending emails, and you will be able to see when they are sending emails. This creates visibility. Next, we're going to add social profiles to your CoSchedule account. Connecting social profiles to CoSchedule brings your social team into the same platform as the rest of your marketing team. This means you have the ultimate visibility into when your social messages are going out and how often you're posting to which specific channels. Here's how to connect a social profile to your CoSchedule calendar. Once again, you're going to go over to your name, toggle down, but instead of selecting integrations, we are going to choose social profiles instead. Here, you will be given a choice of 4 different platforms. You can select each platform and it will tell you how to connect the platform to your CoSchedule account. Let's go over to the calendar to see the value this provides. If you take a look at our calendar, you can see different social posts that are scheduled to go out. Your whole team will be able to see when these messages are going and what the messages are. This provides the ultimate visibility for your social media marketing. So if your social team will not be scheduling messages using CoSchedule, you may still consider adding social profiles to your CoSchedule account. Even when a post is scheduled through an external platform like Buffer or Hootsuite, it still provides value. As long as your social profiles are connected to CoSchedule, CoSchedule will still bring those messages into your calendar. This means that you have visibility into your social strategy no matter where a message has been scheduled. It gives you better visibility into all of your marketing activities. Okay, that's the end of lesson number 4. Thank you so much for joining us to learn all about integrations in CoSchedule. Next up is lesson number 5, the very last lesson of this Getting Started course, where we will work on inviting your team to start using CoSchedule.